Thank you.
Yes, yeah, no.
Excellent win over Carlisle on Tuesday. Looking forward to now taking that into the league on Saturday down at Wycombe.
Well, we hope so. You know, there's no point in making them statements because you never know what's going to happen in a game anyway. But yeah, certainly the win the other night was welcome. I think it was good for the players to get that first win of the season, and there were some good performances the other night. You know, I was pleased with quite a few of individual players the other night, apart from the connective bits that probably weren't there in parts of our game, but you know we'll carry on working to try and improve them anyway.
And what about the challenge to be represented by Wycombe, who made the playoffs last season? They were so close to promotion.
Yeah, I watched them in the playoffs last year. You know, I mean, I think that Gareth's been there a long time now, and it's always good when you've been in charge for a club for a little while because it allows you time to build and change players around and get players right and get players wrong and whatever you do when you're a manager. But I think he's done a good job at Wycombe, and he seems to enjoy it there. He doesn't seem to be wanting to move on anywhere, and he's shown good loyalty to them, and they've shown exactly the same to him.
Yeah, he's one of the longest serving managers, isn't he, in the Football League now?
Yeah, well, that's not too hard to do these days, Stu, with all due respect. But I think that there's a few of us out there that are quite lucky in that realm, really.
And they've got quite an experienced side as well, haven't
they?
Yeah,
they're very experienced.
Some experienced players in there.
Yeah, they are a very experienced team, and that's what we've got to come up against at the weekend. We've got to make sure that we're streetwise at the weekend, you know, because they're very dangerous. And good luck to them. Good luck to Gareth. Obviously, not good luck for Saturday, but good luck to them for whatever they do and whatever they achieve this season.
Daniel Udo started his first game on Tuesday, scored as well, almost completed the game as well, came through fine?
No, I think he was a little bit sore yesterday, but there's been no repercussions. He was a bit sore yesterday, but okay today. So, we don't anticipate any problems with Dan.
And in terms of Aidan O'Brien and Elliot Bennett, is it difficult to put a time scale on when they might be in contention to feature?
Yeah, well, Elliot's, I want to say Elliot's longer because that's what's in the plan, if you know what I mean. With Aidan at this moment in time, he's going for a recheck tomorrow. So he's better. Whether that's better enough, he's got a recheck on Friday, which we knew about anyway, so he's going down to London tomorrow. He won't be available for the weekend. So hopefully things are progressing. You know, his is a little bit more day by day, the treatment of really what point he gets to where he feels no pain really. With Elliot's coming on well. But obviously there was a little bit of work to do. It wasn't just a plain washout for Elliot. There was a little bit of work to do while the surgeon was in there, and he'd done it, and he's very happy with things. What we've got to do is we've got to make sure that that Elliot's not rushed back, because there was a stitching job that needed doing in there. We've got to make sure that heals properly before we put him under any stress or duress or that ankle. So that one's a longer term one, hopefully not too long. He's getting better. Obviously now, you know, he was non-weight bearing, then he was partial weight bearing, which means obviously he had the crutches and then just the aid of the crutches, and now he's off crutches. So there is a progression there, and the sooner that those two are available, the better for us.
All being well, do you anticipate everybody else being available for this weekend?
Yes. Just going through a couple of knocks that we had that you always pick up, but yeah, I'm anticipating everybody else is going to be okay.
Now I know you've got some really important league games coming up, but the cup draw was made last night. One of your former clubs.
Yeah, I know.
Coming back to
strange
the
really after playing them. Strange really after playing them once already this season. In pre-season, but it's funny because it's funny how the first games of the season and cup games, they always throw up connections, and we were talking about it, you know, this morning about obviously there's not just my connection, there's Brian Jensen's connection as well with Burnley. Just before that, potentially Stockport were in the hat, so that would have been a connection with Aaron Wilbraham. So there was a few. I think Dave knows Jesse March from his time out in America. So Leeds was still in the pot at the time. So there was quite a few connections, and we were just hoping that when it got down to those last 2 balls, that we were the home team. So thankfully, we got pulled out and being the home team. And obviously against Burnley, that's great. I have lots of great memories at Burnley, and a lot of really, really top people up there.
Yeah, certainly one to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, like I said the other day, we didn't want to go out in the first round or whatever like that. I'm not saying we want to go out in the second round, but the idea for us is to try and get as far as we can, make a few quid, whatever it is, make a few quid, and do well if we end up getting knocked out, but just try and do well in that game.
It's a warm week, clearly, in terms of the weather. Mm. How does that change things for you in terms of your preparation?
Earlier training. That's what we've done today. We've trained earlier this morning, a lot earlier than we would, a good hour. Players were in here a lot earlier this morning for breakfast and any bits and bobs that they needed to do before training. And obviously when it's second recovery day, some of the boys that played the 90 minutes the other night, they do a light session this morning. The other boys have done a little bit extra afterwards. But yeah, all in all, the big change this morning has been obviously you've got to have a look at them. Spin that camera around, Dylan, and have a look at them quick. You've got to get that in. How good is that? Anyway, back to the press conference. So yeah, earlier training in the morning, Stu, really.
All the best for the weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.